This is Jeremias, JMan Maneiro with JMan Seminars, and I am the chair for the GRAR Techknowpalooza. That's TKP 17. And I'm here with our guest of the day, of the week, of the year, Mr. Munt Alhussain. Munt, introduce yourself, where you're from. You got a nice view in the background there. Is that Rochester, New York? No.
Almost. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. No, we're actually right out of beautiful downtown Detroit, where the Quicken Loans campus is, and not nearly as nice as Rochester, but we're trying to get there, right, J-Man? Can you hear me?
Can you
hear me, J-Man?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Sorry.
Okay. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, so like I was saying, we're out here in downtown Detroit. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Munt Alhussain. I am market manager for the New York area with Quicken Loans. I know I've met a few people in the Rochester area, but looking forward to meeting everybody at Techknowpalooza.
All right, so for those of you who haven't been at Techknowpalooza yet, this is our 5th year running. We're going to have 25 great sessions this year, which is 5 concurrent sessions, which means 5 sessions going on at the same time over a 5-hour period in the middle. And I can tell you we're approaching almost already 100 tickets sold. Our capacity is 300. So 100 sold 2 weeks ahead of time in the realtor world is unheard of. So we know we're going to sell out. Munt, tell us a little bit about your session. It has to do with apps, right? I mean, are apps even important? Why should we have apps in real estate? What can it help us do? Why should we go to your class besides that, you're a good looking guy and it seems like you might know what you're talking about?
Well, I mean, that's about it. There's nothing more. There's no value other than that. But yeah, no, absolutely. So, I mean, we're in a technology era. Everything we do today is somewhat touched by technology. So with what my session is going to be about, I'm calling it Apply Yourself, with the emphasis on the app. And basically it's going to talk about deciphering what applications to use, because there are so many applications out there all the time. So deciphering which ones are we choosing to use to make us productive, and which ones are we just using just because somebody recommended to us. You have people throwing all types of technologies and all types of different ideas at you in the real estate world, and you really have to be able to funnel some of that stuff down and make sure that you're applying things practically rather than just perceptively, which is the way I see a lot of times. You hear about this cool app and it might not relate to your business at all, but because somebody's using it, you feel like you should be using it as well. And that's why, that's what my session is going to be about, is deciphering which apps actually matter for your business. And obviously I'll give examples from my perspective that help me day in and day out in my own business. And hopefully you can take some ideas, some methods and some lessons out of the sessions to apply to your own business.
So I guess what I'm hearing you saying is like what apps we can use to be more productive, more efficient, right?
Right.
And now you are the Northeast Market Manager. Is that the title? Something like
Correct.
That, right?
Correct. Northeast Market Manager for Quicken Loans.
But you also speak all across the country. Like I think I've heard you at NAR Tech Edge and then a couple other really great events. So you're not just some guy we pulled off the street. You actually are a national speaker who speaks on technology, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I've done some few speaking engagements here and there, mainly about technology. I'm a millennial. I know we hear that getting thrown around left and right, millennials. But one thing that is absolutely true about millennials is that we are very technology centric. That's one thing that we can guarantee. There's a lot of statistics and a lot of things thrown around about the millennial generation that may or may not be true. But one thing that I can guarantee you, just being around millennials myself, is that we are very technology centric. So I grew up with technology and I know how to adapt it now in my business. And it really has come to an adapt or die type, mentality, because technology just does everything and is involved in almost every single aspect of our life. I mean, you are now using an app to order your own shaving blades, something so just mundane. So technology is in everything and everywhere. So you might as well learn how to make the most of it.
So let me ask you this for the people who are watching. We have some folks who are too tech savvy. I just like to say, Techknowpalooza is for everybody, whether you're the beginner in technology or whether you're the techie guru of the world. You're going to learn something. So are you just going to give us a list of apps and just send us on our way, or what's the format of the session?
So the format of the session is, I want to start off with giving you a reason to sit there and listen to me. I have always believed that you have to be a person of value. You have to deliver value to really be able to have an impact on somebody. And listen, in real estate, time is of the essence. And the most valuable thing that we have in the real estate industry is our time. So I'm not going to sit there and present to you for 45 minutes about apps that might not make sense to you. So really the top 5 things that I'm going to focus on as far as what my whole discussion is going to be on is the focusing question. So what are we focusing on? What is when we wake up in the morning, when we get to our desk, what is our focus, and what kind of technology, what kind of applications will help us really fine tune that focus? The 80-20 principle. I think everybody's pretty familiar with the 80-20 principle, that 80% of our efforts make up 20% of our success, and vice versa. So, and you always hear that 80% of the successful people are actually only in the 20 percentile. So everybody's heard that rule where 20% are doing 80% of the work. So it's how can you take that rule and apply it into your day, into your practices, and what applications can help you with that as well. And then swallow the frog. So something that I've completely adapted in my life is that swallow the frog, which is swallow the most important task of the day. And so there, believe it or not, there's some applications that will help you decipher, what is the most important thing that you need to get done daily based off of your habits and your routines and your everyday practices, how we can attack that. Time blocking, mastering time blocking. There's some great applications for time blocking. And the big thing about time blocking is that you're dedicating something for a specific amount of time, so you're going to get that done regardless of what's going on for the rest of your day. That's what time blocking is, and accountability. JMan, can you guys hear me fine? Because I kind of hear a little bit of an echo in the back. I just want to make sure everybody can hear fine.
Much better now, yeah.
Okay, good. And last but not least, I know this is corny and cheesy, but JMan loves the corn and the cheese. So I will say that the journey, not the destination. What applications, what technologies, what lessons, what techniques are we picking up daily to help us reach our destination of being the best possible professional, rather than the journey of being the best possible professional, rather than reaching a destination, which maybe for each person is going to be different. For me, a destination could be closing a loan, or for example, in your role, JMan, it's getting that the client to the closing table hassle free. But for me, it's really about the journey, not the destination. So what can you do day in and day out? What applications, what technologies can you adapt in your day-to-day life to make sure that you're looking out for the journey that you're on, rather than just getting you from one destination to another? I truly believe in experiences, not transactions. And so some tools that will help you gauge the experience and give a better experience to your clients, rather than just a transaction from A to B.
I mean, that's a great point. For us, the journey for our clients is the entire transaction, right? And
Correct.
If we don't make that a pleasurable experience, then the destination won't matter, because we won't get referrals in the future. Even if it does close, if the journey isn't great, we got to work by referral. Can you give us just a little teaser? Just give us one little app. It doesn't have to be one of the apps you're going to be discussing. Just one app to kind of wet the whistle and send us on our way, because we're 17 days away roughly before class. So do you have one app you want to mention before we?
Yeah, so I'll mention an app that I probably won't be presenting on, but I do like this app a lot, because I want to make it a little bit more real estate centric, and this may be a little bit off what we're trying to focus on, but I truly love this app, and I think it really helps with all 5 of the points that I brought up earlier in the video, in this broadcast. And the app is called Yelling Mom. So it's a you heard it right, Yelling Mom. So it's an anti-procrastination app. So the true anti-procrastinator from day one in all of our lives was probably our mother, nagging us to make sure we do things right, make sure that we're finishing our chores, making sure that we're making our bed, making sure that we're doing our homework. So there's this app called Yelling Mom that will actually, yes, that will actually help you finish some of the tasks. So you plug in a task. Let's say like today, I want to make sure I get to the gym at 11 o'clock. Because if I don't get to the gym at 11 o'clock, I'm going to have to push it on later in the night, and I'm not going to be able to accomplish some of the things I want to accomplish. And as we all know, fitness is important to some people. And, whether it be gym or whether make sure you're going to lunch with the family member, whatever it is, this app will actually give you some really obnoxious alerts to make sure you're staying on pace. So that's just one of the apps that I would recommend. It's Yelling Mom. Yelling Mom.
Yelling Mom. So hopefully, if your mom is watching now, we don't mean that literally, Mom. My mom. We don't mean that literally, but we know you mean well, and that you
right. The funny thing is that there is no option of a Yelling Mom as an alert on the app, so it's just a name. But yeah, no, it's a great application. I think that we all can attest that for me, I don't think I would have been where I am in my life without the constant pressure and the constant accountability that my mother put on me as a young adult. So we're all grateful for the people that have made sure that we're staying on path. And this is just kind of a cool app that you can download to keep you on track for your journey, not your destination.
Excellent. So in closing, I guess we're coming up to our time here. We've been 15 minutes on. I just want to remind everybody, it's not nagging mom, right? It's yelling mom.
Yelling Mom. Yelling Mom.
Sorry, Mom, if you're listening. Maybe it was what do they call the Freudian slip, right? So I was thinking about yelling and then nagging. Anyways, get the app and then have the app remind you to get TKP
tickets. Yes. Set those alerts. Set those obnoxious alerts. Get to Techknowpalooza. I'm telling you, the Greater Rochester Board of Realtors and JMan and the rest of everyone there really have done a lot of work to put this event on. So get there. I would love to meet everybody, and really get to know what Rochester is all about. And I'm really looking forward to a great session with everyone.
So you can go to grar.org if you're a member and get tickets there. If you're a non-member, I've had people contact Syracuse, Albany, even as far down as New York City saying, can we come to the event? The answer is absolutely yes. Anywhere on the planet. If you're not a member, just dial 585-292-5000. That's 585-292-5000. And we've been live in front of a virtual audience today. So we want to give Munt a round of applause. Can you hear that? Hold on.
I hear it. I'd rather see you clap yourself, though. I want to see you physically clap for me rather than a computer clapping.
Hold on, here we go. Munt, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you. No, please. Hold your applause.
So thanks again, folks. Get out there, get tickets. Munt, make it a great day. I'm going to download that app right now. And thanks for being on the show.
Thank you, sir. And I look forward to seeing everybody in Rochester.
All right. Have a great day.